And a very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Gilcone Field on the campus of Brevard College for the latest edition of Brevard College Baseball as the Tornadoes host the Spartans, who have made the trip down from Cleveland, Ohio, out of Case Western Reserve University. This game was originally scheduled to be played as a neutral site affair in Lexington, South Carolina, due to weather issues down the road in South Carolina. They decided to schedule the game here, make sure, do everything in our power to get this one in. It is cloudy, chilly, but so far so good in terms of the weather, and looking forward to some NCAA Division III baseball between these two clubs. So stick with us. Tornadoes and Spartans coming up. First pitch is scheduled for 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Welcome back to Gilcone Field on the campus of Brevard College. Tornadoes and Spartans getting geared up, get things going here in the mountains of western North Carolina. Case Western Reserve making the trip from Cleveland, Ohio. Getting a bunch of games in this region in while they can. And Tornadoes looking to protect their home field. Pitching matchup today for the Tornadoes. Aiden Petty will take the mound. Petty, freshman right-hander from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, St. Thomas Aquinas High School. This will be his fourth appearance, his first career collegiate start. Meanwhile, the Spartans will send to the mound Michael Shinohara. So looking forward to this matchup coming up. First pitch scheduled for 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Chilly, cloudy, yet dry. And that was one of the reasons why this game was brought up here to Brevard, North Carolina, originally scheduled as a neutral site affair in Lexington, South Carolina. But some weather down there precipitated this move, and looking to get this game in this afternoon. So stick with us. Brevard versus Case Western Reserve coming up shortly. Aiden Petty, the starting pitcher for the Tornadoes. And first pitch, a foul ball, strike one to Cole Jarrett. First pitch at 1:04 p.m. Eastern Time. One the count. Grounded to short, handled by Jucker, and that'll be out number one. Now batting the right fielder, number 12, Flynn Lenahan. That'll bring up Lenahan, two-hole hitter for the Spartans. Spartans enter this contest with a 3-4 record. Tornadoes trying to build upon their 9-5 record on the season through 14 games. Case Western making the trip down from Cleveland, Ohio. Swing and a miss there. Nice pitch from Petty. 1-1 the count with one out. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Petty fooled him again. So now 1-2 the count. Tornadoes defensively, third baseman Frankie Vasquez, shortstop Jason Jucker, second base Blake Burchett, first base Cale Ayler. The pitch from Petty. Swing and a miss there. So Petty able to mow down Lenahan swinging. Now batting third baseman number 31, Zach Sorensi. And that'll bring up Sorensi. So Petty, sharp here in the top of the first thus far. We mentioned the Tornadoes defensively as that's fouled back. 1-1 the count. Behind the plate today, Tristan Robinson, and then the outfield for the Tornadoes from left to right, Logan Clark, Jack Atkinson, and Zach Allison. And the pitch from Petty. Fouled away there, 1-2. So Petty able to get ahead of another hitter here. Just getting started here at Gilcone Field. This game was originally scheduled to be a neutral site affair at the Lexington County Stadium in Lexington, South Carolina. Game was moved up here to Brevard due to some weather concerns. And the pitch. Just missing there. 3-2 the count. So first full count of the day. Pitch there in the dirt, ball 4. So runner aboard for the Spartans. Now batting first baseman number 29, Nick Tallarico. So Tallarico will head to the plate. And Petty will go back to work, the right-handed freshman making his first collegiate start. First pitch ball. 1-0 the count. 2 outs, a runner on first. That's Sorensi. Pickoff throw to first to keep Sorensi honest over there. Ball's put into play there, and it's going to be a base hit. So 2 aboard now with 2 outs. Now batting the DH number 3, Trey Armstrong. So Armstrong now steps to the plate. And first pitch swinging's Armstrong. Atkinson on the move and all the way back to the warning track, and that's going to score 2 runs. A 2 RBI double from Armstrong. All this getting done with 2 outs here. As 2 runs now aboard, 2 RBI double, and the Spartans strike first. That'll bring up McKenzie. Now batting left fielder number 10, Kevin McKenzie. So McKenzie, your batter. And the pitch. Off the plate, ball 1. Two-oh now the count. Now a 3-0 count here. Just getting started, top of inning number 1. Spartans, a bit of a 2-out rally here to take a 2-0 lead. That pitch across the plate, 3-1. Glad you're able to join us. Not part of our original home schedule, but this game moved from Lexington, South Carolina, making sure we can get this one in. Full count, 2 outs, runner on second. That's Armstrong after the 2 RBI double. Chilly 46 degrees here at Brevard. And called strike there, so strikeout number 2 of the inning for Petty. However, the Spartans able to do some damage. 2 runs on 2 hits, did leave a runner. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Your score, Spartans 2, Tornado 0. So getting underway here, bottom of inning number 1. On the mound for Case Western Reserve, Michael Shinohara. And Zach Allison leading things off for the Tornadoes. Tornadoes starting lineup: Allison, Blake Burchett, Jucker, 1, 2, 3. Clark, Vasquez, Ayler, 4, 5, 6. Kenny Pridmore, Tristan Robinson, and Jack Atkinson, 7, 8, 9. So 3-1 the count now. As Allison trying to set the table for the Tornadoes, who have fallen behind after Spartans struck first with 2 runs in that top of the first. That pitch off the plate, ball 2. Foul ball, actually, so 3-2 the count. So a full count here. And the pitch. Just missing, ball 4, so Allison, the leadoff hitter, able to get aboard. I'll bring up Blake Burchett. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the second baseman, number 6, Blake Burchett. So Burchett, first pitch swinging here, and he lifts this to the gap in right center field. Center fielder for the Spartans, Jarrett, able to make the play. So 1 down here. Now batting for your Tornadoes, shortstop number 2, Jason Jucker. So Jucker will step to the plate. Allison, base runner at first. Leadoff hitter after the leadoff walk. 1 down here. Good looking pitch there from Shinohara. And the pitch to Jucker. Inside, 1-1. Case Western Reserve defensively. Sorensi's at third, Lott at short, Haley at second, and Tallarico, the first baseman. The catcher is Anderson. And the pitch. Inside, missing there. 2-1 the count. Outfield from left to right for the Spartans: McKenzie, Jarrett, and Lenahan. And the 2-1. Foul down the right field line and out of play. 2-2 the count. 1 out here. Bottom of inning number 1. And the pitch. Put into play there. And it's going to be an infield hit for Jason Jucker, able to leg that out. Nice hustle down that first base line. And 2 aboard now for the Tornadoes, and Logan Clark. Now batting for your Tornadoes, left fielder number 15, Logan Clark. So Clark will step to the plate. Last year's USA South Conference Rookie Player of the Year, and an opportunity here for Clark with 2 aboard. Tornadoes looking to answer after the Spartans scored 2 in the top of the first. And the pitch to Clark. First pitch swinging, and Case Western tries to turn the double play, able to get The out at second on the fielder's choice. Bring up Frankie Vasquez. Runners on the corners. Now batting for your Tornadoes, third baseman number 19, Frankie Vasquez. So the Tornadoes able to get one run on an errant throw by the catcher, Anderson. And Tornadoes able to get one on the board. Then a fly out by Vasquez to end the inning. One run on one hit, one error, one left on base. We'll head to the top of the second. Your score, Spartans 2, Tornadoes 1. Back to action here at Gilcone Field as Lott steps to the plate. And second pitch called strike. 1-1 the count. Petty versus Lott. 2-1 ball game. And Aiden Petty going back to work here. And the pitch. This is driven to center field. And good quick out there by Petty and the Tornado defense. Out number one here in the second. Now batting catcher number 5, Jack Anderson. So Anderson will step to the plate. Anderson, 8-hole hitter, and the pitch from Petty. Petty works quickly. Getting the sign from his battery mate, Tristan Robinson. Quickly gets into his motion and fires away. And the pitch. And that'll be a ground out to first base. Bit of a check swing there from Anderson. And 2 up, 2 down. I'll bring up Haley. Now batting second baseman number 19, Trey Haley. So Haley will step to the plate. Nobody on. Top of inning number 2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the pitch. Getting ahead of Haley. 0-2 the count. And called strike 3, so 3 up, 3 down. Very nicely done. Strikeout number 3 for Petty. No runs, no hits, no errors, no left on base. 1-2-3 inning for Petty and the Tornado defense. Due up for the Tornadoes. Cale Ayler, Kenny Pridmore, and Tristan Robinson. And your score, 2-1, Spartans. Back to action here, bottom of inning number 2. Cale Ayler due up to lead things off here for the NATOs. First pitch to Ayler. Off the plate, inside, ball 1. Cale Ayler, the starting first baseman for the Tornadoes. Ayler, Pridmore, and Robinson due up here. Ayler, the freshman from Charlotte, Cox Mill High School. Hitting .295 in his freshman campaign. Leads the team with 4 doubles. (1-0) the count. A little bit of a delay there. Just getting going here with the 1-0, and that's fouled off. 1-1. Michael Shinohara, starting pitcher for the Spartans. Right-handed pitcher. Sophomore. (2-1) the count to Ayler. Missing there. Couple consecutive fastballs there from Shinohara. as Ayler squares up, bats from the left side. And the pitch. And missing there. Looked like a cutter there off the plate. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the DH number 41, Kenny Pridmore. So that'll bring up Pridmore. In the DH position today. Pridmore, junior from nearby Hendersonville, North Carolina, East Henderson High School. That first pitch off the plate, ball one. Spartans with a 2-1 lead. Tornadoes, Cale Ayler aboard. And the pitch. Fouled off there. 1-1. Tristan Robinson awaits on deck. Jack Atkinson in the hole. Tornadoes coming off a series win over Averett this past weekend. Won their last 2 games, looking to make it 3 in a row today. Pitch there. In the dirt, and runner going, and he's thrown out. So caught stealing, goes 2-4. And nice job by the catcher Anderson with that throw. So he was able to gun down Ayler. Ayler saw the ball in the dirt and thought he had a clear path to second, but what a play by Anderson to throw out Ayler, nullify the base runner for the Nados. And so now base is empty, 1 out, 2-2 the count to Pridmore. Well, we had some wind this morning. Right now it's pretty much no wind out in center field. It is a bit chilly in the upper 40s. So the count runs full to Pridmore. 1 out. And the pitch. Called strike 3 there, so out number 2. That'll bring up Robinson. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the catcher number 16, Tristan Robinson. So Robinson will step to the plate. First pitch low and away, ball 1. And the 1-0. Across the plate there, good looking pitch. 1-1. And the pitch. Fouled off towards the Tornadoes dugout. Tornadoes dugout on the third base side. Visitors dugout on the first base side here at Gilcone Field. 335 the distance to left field as well as right field. 375 in the gaps. 400 to dead center. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. And the pitch. Fastball, unable to locate that one, a little too high. 3-2 the count. So another full count for Shinohara. And the pitch. Grounder to short and handled there by Lott. And it'll be out number 3. So Tornadoes did get a base runner aboard. He was thrown out, caught stealing. We'll head to the top of the 3rd with your score. Case Western Reserve 2, Brevard 1. So back to the top of the order we go for Case Western Reserve University, the Spartans. And Cole Jarrett will step to the plate against Aiden Petty. First collegiate start. First pitch off the plate there, ball 1. Petty, this is his 4th appearance on the season, yet his first start. And the 1-0. Grounder down the third base line. Vasquez took a look at it, but ultimately foul. 1-1 the count. So top of the order for the Spartans, Jarrett, Lenahan, and Serency. Pitch there, missing. And the pitch. 2-2 the count. Fouled off there, so count will remain 2-2. Well, glad you're able to join us. As we mentioned a couple times, this game originally scheduled to be played in Lexington, South Carolina, Lexington County Stadium. And strikeout there. Good-looking pitch from Petty. 1 down. Now batting the right fielder, number 12, Flynn Lenahan. So Lenahan will step to the plate. Chilly day here at Gilcone Field, upper 40s. Talking to a few of the Spartans before the game, they'll take it. It's in the 30s up in Cleveland. 1-0 the count. Count runs to 2-0. Petty now with 4 strikeouts. After retiring Jarrett. Pitch there, high, 3-0, so hitters count for Lenahan. The right fielder bats in the 2 hole. junior out of Avon Lake, Ohio, St. Ignatius High School. Bats left, throws right. 3-1 the count to Lenahan. Petty working quickly and able to fool Lenahan there. So right back in business after falling behind 3-0. Petty now has run the count full against Lenahan, and Lenahan pops this up. Jucker backing up, and Clark in the vicinity. And Jucker ultimately makes the play, pop up to the shortstop for out number 2. Now batting third baseman number 31, Zach Sorensi. So Sorensi steps to the plate. He's the 3-hole hitter. So Petty doing a nice job here against the second time around against the top of the order. 2 up, 2 down so far here in the top of the third. And the pitch outside, ball 2. Spring break for the Brevard College student body currently happening this week. No break in the action, however, for the spring sports here at Brevard College. They have all been in action. Tornadoes baseball with the 3-game series this past weekend, winning 2 of the 3 games versus Averett here at Gilcone Field. Game you're watching now, and then a trip to Pfeiffer this weekend. 3-game series, 1 game on Saturday evening, and then 2 games on Sunday, a doubleheader. Ball 4 there, so base runner aboard with 2 outs now. Tornadoes did give up those 2 runs in the first inning with 2 outs. Certainly don't want to see that happen again here. Now batting first baseman number 21, Nick Tallarico. So Tallarico will step to the plate. And this is popped up and out of play. 0-1 the count. Tallarico scored one of those 2 runs off the Armstrong double back in the first. Pitch there off the plate, and then Robinson pops up quickly, keeping an eye on the base runner at first. And the 1-1. Sharply hit right up the middle of the infield for a base hit. Atkinson tried to catch the lead runner off the plate, off the second base there, but 2 aboard now for the Spartans. Now batting DH number 3, Trey Armstrong. Unofficially, Petty now at 50 pitches. 1-0 the count to Armstrong. Fouled back towards our broadcast location. 1-1 the count. On deck, if the inning continues, McKenzie. Pitch. High, inside, 2-1. Now, we mentioned the 2-out rally by Case Western Reserve in the first inning. it was Armstrong who did the damage in this exact situation. The 2 RBI double. See if Petty can take care of business here, but ball 4, so Armstrong able to draw the walk, load the bases. Now batting left fielder number 10, Kevin McKenzie. That'll bring up McKenzie, so all this happening with 2 outs yet again. 2-1, Spartans on top. Pitch there from Petty. Big cut from McKenzie. 0-1. Pitch there off the plate. Nice job by Tristan Robinson to keep that in front of him. Certainly that pitch would have gotten loose. Could be a situation here with bases loaded. 2-1 the count. Bases loaded. Petty versus McKenzie. McKenzie, a soft ground ball, and he's going to beat that out, an infield single. Kind of a tough break for the Tornadoes because that ball was not very well struck at all. However, RBI infield single. I'll bring up Lott. Now batting number 1, Jacob Lott. So Lott to the plate. And the bases remain loaded. One-0 the count and the pitch. Off the plate, ball 2. Tough break there for the Tornadoes as the softly hit ground ball able to score the run. McKenzie with the infield single. 3-1 now the lead for the Spartans. 2-1 the count here. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Lott versus Petty. Pitch there, called strike. We've got some action getting started in the Tornadoes bullpen. A rare Thursday contest for the Tornadoes. As we mentioned, 3-game series this weekend at Pfeiffer. And then the start of USA South Conference play beginning not this weekend, but the next, March 18th, 19th, and 20th, when the Tornadoes host Maryville. And the pitch. Swing and a miss there. Strikeout number 5 for Petty. And Tornadoes able to strand 3 runners. However, the Spartans able to get 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors. And as we mentioned, the 3 left on base. Due up next for Brevard, Atkinson, Allison, and Blake Burchett. And as we head to the bottom of inning number 3, your score, Spartans 3, Tornadoes 1. So due up for the Tornadoes, Atkinson, Allison, Burchett, and senior Jack Atkinson will get things started here. Tornadoes trailing 3-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss there. Good looking pitch there from Shinohara. 0-1 the count to Atkinson. Grounder there, sharply hit, handled by the shortstop of the Spartans, and well done there by Lott for out number 1. I'll bring up Allison. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the right fielder, number 4, Zach Allison. So Allison will step to the plate. Allison entered this contest hitting .447. And first pitch swinging's Allison, and two down very quickly here in the bottom of the third. Now batting for your Tornadoes, second baseman number 6, Blake Burchett. I'll bring up Blake Burchett, bases empty, 2 outs. Bottom of inning number 3, pitch there, missing, ball 1. So we mentioned the hot hitting Allison, Blake Burchett hitting .460. And the pitch. Inside, ball 2. Called strike there as Shinohara was able to locate that offering. And the 2-1. Sharply hit line drive, handled there on the hot corner by Sorensi, third baseman, able to make the play there, and much to the delight of the visitors' dugout. So we'll head to the top of the 4th with your score. Spartans 3, Tornadoes 1. So Anderson, Haley, Jarrett. First pitch ball, 1-0 the count. And the pitch. Inside, 2-0. 2-0 count, the pitch from Petty. Off the plate, 3-0. So 4-pitch walk there, and Anderson aboard. I'll bring up Haley. Now batting second baseman number 19, Trey Haley. So Haley will step to the plate. On deck, the leadoff hitter, Jarrett. Runner aboard for Case Western Reserve. Pitch there, called strike one. Unofficially, the 70th pitch for Petty. And the 0-1. One now the count. Spartans with 2 runs in the first, 1 in the third. All 3 runs came with 2 outs. Tornadoes were able to get a run in the bottom of the first. And the pitch from Petty. Off the plate, 2-1. Petty making his first collegiate start. Has 5 strikeouts thus far. And the pitch. Two now the count. Looks like there's some loosening up in the Tornado bullpen. Pitch there. Lifted to right field. And plays made there for out number 1. So back to the top of the order we go. Runner going on the play. And it's going to be a stolen base there for Anderson. And the 0-1. Off the plate there. 1-1 the count. 1 out now. Runner at second. That's Anderson. Petty versus Jarrett. The pitch. Petty and Jarrett. A couple of classic NASCAR names there. As that's off the plate. Harkening back to the days of Richard Petty and Ned Jarrett. 3-1 the count with 1 out. And the pitch. Called strike there. Jarrett started a motion towards first base as if he had seen ball 4. Not so fast, my friend. So full count here as that's fouled away. Turning into a bit of a battle here, Petty versus Jarrett. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming here. Pitch there off the plate, so he does in fact draw the walk. And 2 aboard now with 1 out. Now batting the right fielder, number 12, Flynn Lenahan. That'll bring up Lenahan. And trip to the mound. Might have a pitching change here. Stick with us. Your score, Spartans 3, Tornadoes 1. So new pitcher for the Tornadoes is Noah Webb. This is Webb's 4th appearance of the season. He's pitched 3 1/3 innings thus far. And Webb will go to work here. Freshman lefty from Sylva, North Carolina, Smoky Mountain High School. Not too far from us here in Brevard. So he completes his warm-up pitches and looks like we're ready to roll here. Runners first and second. Now batting number 12, Flynn Lenahan. And that'll bring up Lenahan. Sorensi waits on deck. So Webb inheriting a 2 aboard situation here with 1 out, and first pitch gets by Robinson. Runners advance. So now runners second and third. And the pitch. Called strike. Good looking pitch there from Webb. Sorensi on deck. Tallarico in the hole. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Chilly Thursday here in the mountains. Upper 40s. As this is driven, well struck to right field, and 2 runs will score in the process. So extending their lead even further, now a 5-1 advantage on the single by Lenahan. Now batting number 31, Zach Sorensi. So Sorensi will step to the plate. "5-1 now. Spartans on top. This is lifted to left field. Logan Clark on the case. Out number 2. Now batting first baseman number 29, Nick Tallarico. Tallarico, the batter. And the pitch. Off the plate, ball 1. And the 1-0. That breaking paw able to catch the outside part of the plate. Beautiful pitch from Webb. 1-1 the count. 2 outs. And this is driven to left. Atkinson actually waves off Clark and makes the play in center field. So F8 on the putout. 2 more runs aboard for the Spartans. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, your score, Spartans 5, Tornadoes 1. So Jason Jucker will lead things off for the Tornadoes. Jucker, Clark, and Vasquez due up. And going back to work here, Shinohara, the pitcher, he's been solid for the Spartans thus far. 3 innings, just 1 hit, 1 unearned run. 1 strikeout, 2 walks. Aiden Petty started this game for the Tornadoes. He was relieved by Noah Webb. Petty went 3 1/3 innings, had 5 strikeouts. Career high 5 strikeouts for Petty in his first career collegiate start. 0-2 the count. Shinohara versus Jason Jucker, the pitch. And that'll be strike 3, so Jucker's retired. That'll bring up Clark. Now batting for your Tornadoes left fielder, number 15, Logan Clark. So Clark steps to the plate. Cleanup hitter for the Nados. Vasquez on deck. And the pitch called strike. 0-1 to Clark. Well, exciting time of year in the sports world. Conference tournaments underway in NCAA Division I basketball. And college baseball well underway. Game number 15 of the season for the Tornadoes. Entering this one with a 9-5 record. And the 2-1. Inside 3-1. And the pitch. Off the plate, ball 4, so Clark gets aboard with the walk. That'll bring up Frankie Vasquez. Now batting for your Tornadoes, third baseman number 19, Frankie Vasquez. One out, Logan Clark the runner at first. Vasquez at the plate. And the pitch. Off the plate, ball 1. Vasquez actually showing bunt for a moment there. Pickoff throw to first. Clark back successfully. Well, if you're able to make it out here to Gilcone Field, make sure you stop by the concession stand. With every game, it seems to be new items arriving. Great atmosphere here at Gilcone Field. Great place to see a ball game. If you're in the neighborhood, come on out right now. Still have a few innings left of this one, that's for sure. Next chance to see the Tornadoes. Friday, March 18th, the start of USA South Conference play when the Tornadoes host Maryville, 3 p.m. It's a Friday matinee. That series continues on Saturday the 19th and Sunday the 20th. Pitch here, fouled back, and nicely done there by the catcher of the Spartans. I'll tell you what, Jack Anderson's made a couple nice plays this game, whether it be with his arm or his glove. Now batting for your Tornadoes, first baseman number 26, Cale Ayler. We saw Anderson make a great play on a caught stealing ball. Ended up in the dirt, and then Anderson popped up and able to gun down the Tornado base runner. Then that play was very difficult, over foul ball over towards the visitors' dugout on the first base line, and Anderson able to make the play there. Meanwhile, this one gets by Anderson, so in the process, base runner now at second, so it's been an active afternoon for Anderson. Tornadoes men's lacrosse will be in action tomorrow, 1 p.m. at Ives Lamel Family Field. Pitch there, runner going. And Clark able to make it to third safely, so 2-1 the count, and Clark that much closer to trying to cut into this deficit. Women's lacrosse will be in action on Saturday. That's a noon start at Ives Lamel Family Field versus William Peace. As this is driven to right field, nice piece of hitting there by Cale Ayler. RBI single will bring home Clark, and 5-2 now. Tornadoes that much closer. Now batting for your Tornadoes, number 41, Kenny Pridmore. So the designated hitter, Kenny Pridmore, will step to the plate. Pridmore takes ball one. So Tornadoes now trailing by 3. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 4th. And the pitch. Lifted. And in foul territory, the shortstop of the Spartans makes the play there, but the Tornadoes able to get 1 run in the process as Lott makes that final out. We will head to the top of the 5th with your score. Spartans 5, Tornadoes 2.
Brevard College is special because of the way we teach, because we have classes that allow us to teach in the way that we like, which is experiential. Where we are, if you like the outdoors, man, we have great luck with cyclists coming here. There's something in the water about cycling in Brevard, or fly fishing, or just hiking. We have outstanding music. The music program here is wonderful. There's just a number of things to be said about Brevard College.
So Armstrong, McKenzie, and Lott due up here for the Spartans. First pitch off the plate, ball one. Well, we mentioned women's lacrosse. They'll be in action on Saturday at noon. Men's lacrosse Friday in action here at Islamel Family Field. Brevard College softball will be home on Sunday, and men's lacrosse also home on Sunday as well. So plenty more Tornado athletics action through the weekend. Check out all the schedules, stats, scores, and information at bctornadoes.com. Meanwhile, a 5-2 ball game here, top of the 5th inning. Tornadoes able to get a run in the bottom of the 4th. And continuing his relief appearance is Webb, as this is lifted. And Allison able to make the play all the way back at the warning track in right field. Bring up McKenzie. Now batting left fielder number 10, Kevin McKenzie. So McKenzie to the plate. McKenzie 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI. He had an RBI single back in the 3rd that traveled just a couple feet. It was kind of a hard luck play for the Tornadoes defense. Bases were loaded. McKenzie just got a little piece of that baseball. It traveled about 4 or 5 feet, and it resulted in an RBI single in the process. Meanwhile, bases empty in this situation as that's fouled off. 1-2 the count with 1 out. Michael Shinohara, the pitcher for Case Western Reserve, and Noah Webb currently on the mound for the Tornadoes. Webb was not charged with any of the runs that came in that last frame, so he's gone an inning total, allowing 1 hit, no runs on his line. 2-2 the count with 1 out, and the pitch. This is lifted to left field. Clark, Vasquez, and Jucker all in the neighborhood. Clark makes the play for out number 2. Now batting the shortstop, number 1, Jacob Lott. So that'll bring up Jacob Lott. Shortstop for the Spartans, batting in the 7th hole. Well, we've mentioned a lot of the spring sports. Tornadoes men's and women's tennis has returned to the mountains after a grand total of 10 matches in the Odyssey known as the spring break trip to Hilton Head Island. Both men's and women's tennis teams able to raise that W flag a couple times there down in Hilton Head. Climbing will be in action in a couple weeks, heading to the USA Climbing Divisional competition. Track and field right around the corner as well. So, per usual for this time of year, plenty happening in the world of Brevard College Tornado athletics. 1-2 the count, the pitch. Off the plate, 2-2. Tornadoes in their white uniforms with the blue trim, blue numerals, white hats. Pitch there, inside, full count. Navy blue uniforms for Case Western Reserve. That's fouled off. Just getting a piece of that one was Lott. Case Western Reserve University made the trip down from Cleveland, Ohio, and fouled off there. Bit of a battle here between Lott and Webb. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming next. And the pitch. Comebacker to Webb. And nicely done. Nice recovery there from Webb to make the play 1-3. So we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Your score, Case Western Reserve 5, Brevard 2. So Tristan Robinson will step to the plate. He'll lead things off for the Tornadoes. New pitcher for the Spartans. First pitch off the plate, ball 1. Jackson Brewer, new pitcher for the Spartans, and able to get out number 1 on the ground out to third. Bring up Jack Atkinson. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the center fielder, number 9, Jack Atkinson. So Brewer enters the game for the starting pitcher for the Spartans, Shinohara. Shinohara's final line, 4 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks. And Brewer takes over the situation. He's the freshman from Greenville, South Carolina. Wade Hampton High School, so closer to home here with this trip to the mountains. Two on the count, the pitch. Missing there, 3-1. Allison awaits on deck. Blake Burchett in the hole. And the pitch. Full count here. Brewer versus Atkinson, and Atkinson, nice piece of hitting there. Line drive to center. Base hit, runner aboard, Jack Atkinson. Now batting for your Tornadoes, right field number 4, Zach Allison. So Allison will step to the plate. Atkinson, the runner at first. The pitch to Allison. High, ball 1. And now Allison on the move to second after the miscue. And an outs made at second in the process. So, bit of a complex play there scoring-wise, but bottom line is out number 2, runner at third now, and that'll bring up Blake Burchett. Now batting for your Tornadoes, second baseman number 6, Blake Burchett. And quick little discussion there. Head coach Mike Victory and the home plate umpire. Now looks like we're back in business. Runner at third, 2 outs. And the pitch. 1-0 the count. And the 2-0. Driven to right field, and that's going to be a base hit all the way out to the right field wall, and that's a double for Blake Burchett. And that's a double for Tornadoes, Blake Burchett. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the shortstop, number 2, Jason Jucker. So that'll bring up Jucker. Grounder there, and out number 3, but the Tornadoes able to get one more run in the process. We'll head to the top of the 6th with your score. Spartans 5, Tornadoes 3.
You should come to Brevard College in the Wilderness Leadership and Experiential Education program because you will become a leader, a strong, ethical leader. And that can be applied to any field, anywhere you go, whatever you do in your professional career. And it'll be a whole lot of fun as you learn those skills.
Anybody who is interested in leadership skills and outdoor skills should definitely think about Brevard. It's an incredible place and a great place to be a part of.
So Anderson, Haley, and Jarrett due up for the Spartans. And Noah Webb continuing his relief appearance. Sharply hit ground ball there, makes its way to center field. Base runner aboard for the Spartans. Now batting number 2, Owen Levinson. So pinch hitter batting in the 9th position. So pinch hitting for the second baseman, Haley, is Owen Levinson, junior for the Spartans. Hails all the way from Piedmont, California, outside of Oakland in the Bay Area. And he lays down a sacrifice bunt that'll move the runner over to second. So able to get his job done. Now batting center fielder number 23, Cole Jarrett. So back to the top of the order, Cole Jarrett steps to the plate. And the pitch. Just missing there. So runner now at second. And Cole Jarrett, leadoff hitter for the Spartans at the plate. Jarrett 0 for 2 on the day. And the pitch. Grounder to Vasquez. And caught in a rundown there. Anderson. Anderson's tagged out by Burchett. Safe at first on the fielder's choice is Jarrett. Meanwhile, Case Western Reserve's coach from the third base box wants a explanation. Now batting the right fielder, number 12, Flynn Lenahan. So that'll bring him up Lenahan. On deck for the Spartans, Sorensi. And now some more discussion. And a bunch of additional arguments from the Case Western Reserve coach. And now the home plate umpire stepping away from the plate. And the discussion continuing even further. And it all had to do, it seems, with that rundown play. So still some discussion, a lengthy delay. Runner at first, and the pitch. Swing and a miss there. And the Tornado faithful starting to increase the volume a bit. And now some more discussion with the coach of Case Western Reserve, and another notebook comes out from the umpire. So 0-1 the count with 2 outs. Runner at first. The loudest we've heard Gil Cone Field all afternoon. And the pitch. Off the plate, 1-1. And the pitch. Off the plate there. 3-1. Count runs 3-2, and with every strike, NATO's dugout and the NATO fans here in the venue increasing the volume. Pitch there, swing and a miss there. And then Robinson able to make the play at first and energized Gil Cone Field as that runner stranded. And now some more discussion from the Case Western Reserve coach. Head coach Matt Englander. Your score here at Gil Cone Field: Spartans 5, Tornadoes 3. Back to action here at Gil Cone Field. Spartans coach kept talking to the umpiring crew throughout that entire mid-inning break. Still unhappy with that out on that rundown. Meanwhile, heart of the order for the NATOs, Clark, Vasquez, and Ayler, as Gil Cone Field has come to life here. Bottom of inning number 6. Clark, big cut there. That's fouled off towards the McCoy Tennis Complex. Clark fouls that off. Well-struck foul ball as well. Clark 0 for 1 with a run scored. Drew a walk. Frankie Vasquez on deck. And the pitch. And that drops in front of the center fielder, Jarrett, and that'll be base hit, runner aboard, Logan Clark. Nice piece of hit in there. That'll bring up Vasquez. Now batting for your Tornadoes, third baseman number 19, Frankie Vasquez. So Vasquez will step to the plate. Ayler on deck. Kenny Pridmore in the hole. Clark, your base runner at first. Pickoff throw to first to keep Clark honest. Sun has come out here. After a chilly start to the day. Currently 48 degrees. And the pitch. Great play there defensively by the shortstop of Case Western Reserve, Jacob Lott, to get the lead runner. So Vasquez on the fielder's choice, runner at first. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the first baseman, number 26, Cale Ayler. So that'll bring up Ayler. Some very cold weather coming through the area later this weekend. Lows in the teens. Glad we're able to get this one in. This game originally scheduled to be played in Lexington, South Carolina. Neutral site. However, moved up here, just kind of playing the weather forecast, and so far good decision as we've made it to the bottom of the 6th and just about home free in terms of the weather. That's fouled off. The Spartans have been in this part of the country since early this week. They played NC Wesleyan in Salem, Virginia, a neutral site affair, which they lost to NC Wesleyan 7-5. And then they were at Roanoke, were swept by Roanoke. Following this matchup, they play again tomorrow down at Lexington County Baseball Stadium, where this game was originally scheduled. And through the weekend, in fact, 4 more games this weekend, so a busy week for the Spartans. 9 games in 7 days on the schedule. Then they'll return home to take on Denison on March the 19th. The 1-2. This is driven to right field, and Cale Ayler able to get aboard with the base hit. So 2 on now. Vasquez, the runner at second, Ayler at first, and that'll bring up Pridmore. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the DH, number 41, Kenny Pridmore. So Kenny Pridmore will step to the plate. And going to have a mound visit here 2 aboard for the Tornadoes, 1 out here. Stick with us. 5-3 Spartans. So Kenny Pridmore will step to the plate. New pitcher for the Spartans is Andrew Allen, the right-hander from Wexford, Pennsylvania, North Catholic High School. First pitch, a strike to Pridmore. Pridmore, local product from Hendersonville, East Henderson High School. Runners first and second. Key situation here for the Tornadoes, trailing by 2 runs. And the pitch. Off the plate, 1-1. One out here, bottom of the 6th. The tying runs at first. Go ahead, run at the plate. And quick timeout called as Pridmore takes a couple more warm-up swings and now resets. 1-1 the count. Pridmore puts this into play. Difficult play for the second baseman of the Spartans, and in the process, on the error, runners advance. A run scores for the Tornadoes. It's a 5-4 ball game. And it'll be ruled a single and then a error moving up the runners. And just like that, a one-run ball game. Now batting for your Tornadoes, catcher number 16, Tristan Robinson. So Kenny Pridmore. So Pridmore single, and then everyone moves up on the error, so no RBI on the play. This is now lifted to left field, deep, all the way to the warning track. Runner will tag, sacrifice fly, RBI. We are tied up at 5. The Tornadoes mounting a comeback here in the bottom of the 6th. Credit the sacrifice fly RBI to Tristan Robinson. And the Tornadoes have worked their way back into this ball game. And that'll bring up Jack Atkinson. Now batting for your Tornadoes, center field number 9, Jack Atkinson. And the pitch. Off the plate, ball 1. So, big answer here by the Tornadoes. Tornadoes trailed 5-1 in the middle of the 4th. 1 run in the bottom of the 4th, 1 run in the 5th, and now 2 in the 6th to come all the way back. 5-5 your score. Atkinson now at the plate. Still opportunity here with 2 outs and a runner at second. This whole thing started with a Logan Clark single to start this inning. Allen on the mound, and Atkinson places this well struck into center field. Line drive to center. RBI single for Jack Atkinson. Run scores. Tornadoes lead 6-5 as Kenny Pridmore comes home. And the Tornadoes have stormed all the way back. 5 unanswered runs. And a 6-5 lead for the Nados. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the right fielder, number 4, Zach Allison. So a huge inning here for the Nados. Now a 3-run inning. Runner going, Atkinson, he's able to steal second successfully, and now on the throwing error, able to make his way to third. Tornadoes faithful here in attendance, starting to go bananas as the comeback continues. A 5-1 lead once the case for the Spartans has been completely nullified. Now Jack Atkinson stands at third. Opportunistic and aggressive base running by the Tornadoes. Called strike there to Allison. If the inning continues, Blake Burchett awaits on deck. Big time comeback by the Nados here against the Spartans. Pitch there. Hit by pitch, so runners first and third. That'll bring up Blake Burchett. Now batting for your Tornadoes, second baseman number 6, Blake Burchett. So Blake Burchett steps to the plate. Burchett 1 for 3 with an RBI thus far. And the pitch. Andrew Allen, the third pitcher of the day for the Spartans. And Blake Burchett now runners second and third. Stolen base by Allison. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Blake Burchett. And the pitch. Fouled off. Action in the Tornado bullpen. Now with a lead to protect. Ahead 6-5. 6 runs on 8 hits. Tornadoes yet to commit an error. Case Western Reserve 5 runs on 6 hits. 4 Spartan errors. And the 1-1. Across the plate, 1-2. If the inning continues, Jason Junker awaits on deck. 1-2 the count, 2 outs, runners second and third. And the pitch. Fouled away. That's one of those difficult foul balls close to the hands. And Blake Burchett able to keep alive here. 1-2 the count. And the pitch. Fouled off yet again. So the battle continues. Allen versus Burchett. Big inning here for the Tornadoes. Now leading 6-5. And the pitch. Swing and a miss there. So 2 runners stranded, but the Tornadoes able to do considerable damage, storm all the way back into the lead. A 3-run bottom of the 6th. We'll head to the 7th inning with your score, Brevard 6, Case Western Reserve 5. So Zach Sorensi will lead things off for the Spartans, who for the first time today are trailing in this ball game. And this ball is hit all the way to the 375 sign in right center field. It's going to be a double for Sorensi to start this top of the 7th By the way, Noah Webb continuing his relief appearance. Now batting number 29, Nick Tallarico. That'll bring up Tallarico. Pitch there outside, ball one. The count. Webb has gone 2 2/3 scoreless. And the Tornadoes blanking Case Western Reserve. The last 3 innings has allowed the Tornadoes to come back the way they have. Pitch there off the plate. Ball 4, so runners first and second. Now batting the DH number 3, Trey Armstrong. That'll bring up Armstrong, designated hitter. Now, you may recall back in the first inning, Armstrong with a 2 RBI double. Graduate student out of Newcastle, Delaware. And Noah Webb now with runners first and second to contend with as well. No outs here. Armstrong lifts this to right field. Allison able to make the play. Runner at second tags, makes his way to third in the process. So it'll be runners on the corners with 1 out. Now batting left fielder number 10, Kevin McKenzie. And now a trip to the mound after McKenzie was announced. Head coach Mike Victory, so may have a pitching change here. In fact, it looks like that's the case. So stick with us. We'll let you know who the new pitcher is. Your score here in the top of the 7th, Brevard 6, Case Western Reserve 5. So new pitcher for the Tornadoes, Ethan Coleman. And he inherits a situation where there's runners on the corners, a one-run lead for Brevard. Mackenzie, your batter. Top of inning number 7, the pitch from Coleman. Showing bunt there, so interesting. So perhaps the squeeze play on for the Spartans. Ethan Coleman, the sophomore from Newport, North Carolina. And the pitch from the right-hander. Just missing there. Robinson was doing everything in his power to frame that pitch. Now 2-1 the count with 1 out. Action continuing even further in the Tornadoes bullpen. Also action in the Spartans pen. 2-1 the count with 1 out. And the pitch. Robinson able to block that pitch effectively. Hold those runners. 1 out, top of inning number 7. Tornadoes with the 1-run lead. A critical moment in this ball game thus far after the Tornadoes came back to take the 6-5 lead. The pitch right up the middle. Jucker, Burchett, and Ayler to complete the double play. 6-4-3. Tornadoes get out of the inning, hold on to the 1-run lead. Big time play. Coleman inciting the ground ball, and then the 6-4-3 double play. Jucker to Burchett to Ayler. Tornadoes head to the bottom of the 7th. Your score, Tornadoes 6, Spartans 5.
Our students make a difference in the world. They leave our program and they are prepared to be amazing, competent teachers who nurture and build a learning community in their own classrooms, wherever that is.
These turtles, they're more than, a few thousand years old. The species was actually a few million years old, so they're a very old species.
I think one of the main things that I do bring to the kids is that I have a passion for what I do, and that carries over to my enthusiasm when I teach. By being excited about what I'm doing, I get the kids excited about learning.
New pitcher for the Spartans, Nick Harms. He's the 4th pitcher of the afternoon for Case Western Reserve. Junior out of Geneva, Illinois. Or check that. Actually, he's out of St. Louis. The freshman, Harms, left-hander. Parkway West High School in St. Louis, Missouri. Due up for the Tornadoes, Jucker, Clark, and Vasquez. So Tornadoes certainly looking to add some insurance. They had 6-5 here. Leading off your Tornadoes shortstop, number 2, Jason Jucker. So Jason Jucker will step to the plate. First pitch from Harms off the plate, ball 1. Tornadoes will head to Pfeiffer this weekend. 3-game series begins Saturday. 6 p.m. first pitch Saturday evening, and then doubleheader at Pfeiffer on Sunday beginning at 1 p.m. Then back home here for the start of USA South Conference play. Tornadoes hosting Maryville. That's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. 3 p.m. Saturday, or 3 p.m. Friday, 1 p.m. both Saturday and Sunday. Hope you're able to join us for that action. And the pitch off the plate, 2-2. Jucker 1 for 3 on the day. Swing and a miss there. And out number 1. Bring up Logan Clark. Now batting for your Tornadoes, left fielder number 15, Logan Clark. So Clark will step to the plate. Vasquez on deck. Tornadoes here in the bottom of inning number 7. Pitch there from Harms, strike. Harms the lefty. That pitch in the dirt. Clark 1 for 2, a walk and a run scored. A total of 8 base hits for the Tornadoes coming from 6 different players. Tornadoes 6 runs on 8 hits. Spartans 5 runs on 7 hits. 4 errors have cost the Spartans. And the pitch off the plate, 2-2. Well, there was a lot of electricity for a couple innings there. Now things have calmed back down. Feeling copacetic here, Gilcone Field, on a lazy Thursday afternoon in March. Spring break here on the college campus, so things quieter than normal, but spring sports busy at work. And the pitch. Swing and a miss there. Foul tip, in fact, and strike 3. And 2 down. Bring up Vasquez. Now batting for your Tornadoes, third baseman number 19, Frankie Vasquez. So Vasquez will step to the plate. Vasquez, the reigning USA South Conference Baseball Rookie of the Week. His second award this season, second time he's won that award. Entering today, hitting .421 on the season, 3 doubles and a home run. Freshman from Pembroke Pines, Florida, Cooper City High School. 3-1 the count with 2 outs. One of 11 players from the Sunshine State. And the pitch to Vasquez. Ball 4, so Vasquez able to get aboard with the walk, and that'll bring up Cale Ayler. Now batting for your Tornadoes, first baseman number 26, Cale Ayler. Two outs now. Runner on first, that's Vasquez. Harms with the pitch, called strike. Tornadoes with a big inning last time around, the bottom of the 6th, 3 runs on 4 hits. Ayler was a big part of that with a single, and then he came home on a sacrifice fly RBI from Robinson. 0-2 the count with 2 outs. And the pitch. Inside, 1-2. Tornadoes looking to improve to 10-5 on the season. And that's driven to right field. Great piece of hitting there from Ayler. And it's going to be a double for Cale Ayler. And that's a Tornado double for number 26, Cale Ayler. And looks like we might have a pinch hitter here, so see what we have in terms of a hitter for the Tornadoes. Looks like it's going to be Peter Famero. Now batting for your Tornadoes, number 12, Peter Famero. So Famero is announced as the pinch hitter, and that leads to a visit to the mound by the Case Western Reserve coach. Famero in that 7-hole, pinch hitting for the DH, Kenny Pridmore. On deck, Tristan Robinson. And Tornadoes looking to add some insurance here in the bottom of the 7th. Cale Ayler with that big double. Ayler now 3 for 3 on the day. Also has drawn a walk. And that'll bring up Famero, looking to add to this lead, up 6-5, the Tornadoes. Harms versus Famero. And the pitch. High, outside, 1-0. Peter Famero, the junior from Miami, Florida, Christopher Columbus High School. Fouled back there. Runner second and third after the Ayler double. Vasquez, the runner at third. Third base coach is Steve Huckey. First base coach, Rob Julian. The pitch. This is lifted, popped up, and camping out under that, second baseman for the Spartans, Trey Haley, to make out number 3, strand the 2 runners at second and third base. So we will head to the top of the 8th with your score. Tornadoes 6, Spartans 5. Shortstop Jacob Lott leading things off. And first pitch to Lott, driven to Vasquez. 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring up Anderson. Now batting the catcher, number 5, Jack Anderson. Ethan Coleman continuing his relief appearance. First pitch fouled off by Anderson. On deck, Owen Levinson. Levinson was inserted earlier for Haley. 1-1 the count. And the pitch. Off the plate there, 2-1. Well, glad you're able to join us for this one, wherever you might be tuning in from. Pitch there. Fouled off. Case Western Reserve making the trip to this part of the country from Cleveland, Ohio. And the 2-2 off the plate, full count. Well, if you're in the area, come on out tomorrow. Check out some men's lacrosse. 1 p.m. at Ives Lamel Family Field. Tornadoes under the direction of head coach J.D. LeMay will be in action. And then Saturday, women's lacrosse action. Ives Lamel Family Field. That's a noon start. Is that pitch off the plate, ball 4. So runner aboard, the tying run aboard. And might have another pinch hitter here. Looks like R.J. Christie. Pinch hitting number 11, R.J. Christie. So R.J. Christie, with a runner aboard, 1 out, will be the batter. Christie, left-handed hitter, listed as a first baseman out of Langhorne, Pennsylvania, just outside of Philadelphia. Runner at first, and the pitch. Cross the plate there, 1-1. Christie blasts this to left field. Clark able to make the play. That ball was well struck, but Clark able to flag it down for out number 2. Back to the top of the order we go, Cole Jarrett. Now batting center fielder number 23, Cole Jarrett. So Jarrett, your batter. Runner at first. 2 outs here. Top of inning number 8. The pitch. Fouled away towards McCoy Tennis Complex here on campus. Men's and women's tennis. Coming off a big trip to Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. Combined 10 matches between the two teams. Opportunity to check out Tornadoes women's tennis on Monday when Brevard hosts Meredith at the McCoy Tennis Complex. Runner going, and it's going to be a stolen base. So now runner at second. Runner in scoring position. That's the tying run. As Anderson steals second. The catcher for Case Western Reserve, and certainly one of the dirtiest uniforms on the field. He's been busy all day long. Now some more discussion with the Case Western Reserve coach. We saw a lengthy delay a couple of innings earlier, and now some more arguing going on. Not sure exactly what this is all about. Two-one the count with 2 outs. Tension starting to ratchet up a bit. A key situation here, the pitch. That's foul down the right field line. Anderson was on the move, on contact, and he will retreat to second base. Jarrett pops this up, and easy play for Allison. Runner stranded. And the Tornadoes able to get out of that situation. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th with your score. Tornadoes 6, Spartans 5.
Our students make a difference in the world. They leave our program and they are prepared to be amazing, competent teachers who nurture and build a learning community in their own classrooms, wherever that is.
These turtles, they're more than, a few thousand years old. The species was actually a few million years old, so they're very old species.
I think one of the main things that I do bring to the kids is that I have a passion for what I do, and that carries over to my enthusiasm when I teach. By being excited about what I'm doing, I get the kids excited about learning.
So due up for the Tornadoes, Robinson, Atkinson, and Allison. New first baseman for the Spartans, Tim Demetris. He's wearing number 38, listed as number 35. So a little bit of a uniform number change there, but that is indeed Demetris at first base. One the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss there, 1-2. And the pitch, high, 2-2. Tornadoes would certainly benefit from an insurance run. The Spartans made things interesting that last inning, looking for the equalizer. 6-5 the lead. This was a 5-1 ball game back in the top of the 4th. And then 5 unanswered runs by the Tornadoes. Tornadoes have held the Spartans scoreless for 4 straight innings. Count runs full. By the way, with that new first baseman, Demetris, Talarico, who was playing first base, shifted over to second. And now runner aboard for the Tornadoes. And looks like a pinch runner. Now running at first base for the Tornadoes, number 22, Jock Pledger. Now batting for your Tornadoes, center fielder number 9, Jack Atkinson. So runner aboard and pinch running will be Jock Pledger, sensational student athlete for the Tornadoes. And Atkinson lays down a perfect bunt that will be a bunt base hit, runner at second now, and Atkinson just a thing of beauty there. Great day that Atkinson's having. Atkinson now 3 for 4 on the day. Now batting for your Tornadoes, right fielder number 4, Zach Allison. And that'll bring up Allison. So Tornadoes base runners first and second. And Harms will now have to contend with the hot-hitting 1-2 hitters of the Tornadoes, Zach Allison and Blake Burchett. No outs, runners first and second. Jock Pledger, the dual sport athlete, nationally recognized defensive back on the football team, and he's taken that big lead off second. Certainly making things compelling. This is lined to right. Pledger tags up and slides into third safely. 1 out, runners first and third. Atkinson stayed put at first. And runners on the corners for Blake Burchett. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the second baseman, number 6, Blake Burchett. So Burchett, your batter. Now runners first and third. And a trip to the mound for Case Western Reserve, so stick with us. We may have another pitching change here. Your score, Tornadoes 6, Spartans 5. Now batting for your Tornadoes, second baseman number 6, Blake Burchett. So Burchett will step to the plate. Runners first and third. Tornadoes looking to add some insurance here. Bottom of inning number 8. Pitch there, high outside, ball 1. Runner going, and Atkinson in safely. Nick Harms remaining on the mound for the Spartans. He's gone an inning and a third, scoreless thus far, but the Tornadoes knocking on the door here. 2-0 the count. 3-0 the count. So hitters count for Blake Burchett. Burchett 1 for 4 on the day with an RBI. Jason Jucker awaits on deck. Key moment here for the Tornadoes to potentially add some insurance. And the pitch off the plate there, actually painting the very outside corner there. 3-1 the count. And the pitch. High, ball 4, bases loaded for Jason Jucker. And we'll have another visit to the mound first, and probably a pitching change this time around, I would imagine. Stick with us. Your score, bottom of inning number 8. Tornadoes 6, Spartans 5.
Brevard College is special because of the way we teach, because we have classes that allow us to teach in the way that we like, which is experiential. Where we are, if you like the outdoors, man, we have great luck with cyclists coming here. There's something in the water about cycling in Brevard, or fly fishing, or just hiking. We have outstanding music. The music program here is wonderful. There's just a number of things to be said about Brevard College.
So Jason Jucker will step to the plate. New pitcher, Zach Sorensi, who started this game at third base. 3-hole hitter, and he will step to the plate. Has an interesting delivery. And first pitch off the plate, 1-0. Big opportunity here for the Tornadoes to add to their lead, 6-5, the current score. Pitch there, able to, was trying to get the outside part of the plate, misses. Armstrong's now playing first base. Demetris is at third. And Sorensi, the pitcher. The pitch, fouled away there by Jucker. 2-1 the count. Hot hitting Cale Ayler on deck. We'll check that Logan Clark on deck for the Tornadoes. 2-1 the count, 1 out. Bases are loaded. In pitch. Swing and a miss there, 2-2. So a completely different look than what the Tornadoes were just contending with, which was the left-hander Nick Harms. Sorensi, the 5th pitcher of the day, and all 5 have had different styles, that's for sure. And the 2-2. Off the plate, full count. Pledger, your runner at third. Atkinson, the runner at second. Blake Burchett, the runner at first. Swing and a miss there, and Cerency's able to retire Jucker on the strikeout. That'll bring up Logan Clark. 2 down. Now batting for your Tornadoes, left fielder number 15, Logan Clark. So Clark will step to the plate. Bases loaded situation once again, and Tornadoes trying to add to this total. Pitch there. High outside, ball 1. If the inning continues, Frankie Vasquez waits on deck. And the 1-0. Called strike, 1-1. Cameron Cook looks like he's ready to go. Potential save situation for him. And the pitch off the plate. 2-1. Two-1 the count, 2 outs, runners at every possible station, bases loaded for the Tornadoes. Tornadoes looking for insurance. Case Western Reserve looking to keep the deficit right where it is. Bottom of inning number 8. The pitch. This is driven to right field and into the gap. And that's going to clear the bases. Clark's rounding second, heading all the way to third. And that's a 3 RBI triple for Logan Clark. And just like that, the Tornadoes have blown this game open, 9-5 the lead. And that's a 3 RBI triple for Logan Clark. So Logan Clark, ladies and gentlemen, big time piece of hitting there. And that's more insurance than you could ever imagine with 3 runs coming home. Now batting for your Tornadoes, third baseman number 19, Frankie Vasquez. That'll bring up Vasquez. Logan Clark, the 3 RBI triple, and then misplay there by the third baseman. And another run scores, so now 10-5 your score. Now batting for your Tornadoes, first baseman number 26, Cale Ayler. That'll bring up Ayler. So ruled a bunt single RBI for Vasquez. And now a 10-5 lead. And can't emphasize enough the turn of events in this game. 5-1 was the score in the top of the 4th. 10 unanswered runs, a 10-0 run by the Tornadoes, who've not only come alive with the bats, but pitching and defense has held the Spartans scoreless for 4 consecutive innings. 10 runs on 12 hits, no errors for the Tornadoes. 5 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors for the Spartans. And this is grounded to third, and the Spartans able to get out of that inning. But the Tornadoes once again coming up big After a 3-run sixth put the Tornadoes in the lead, a 4-run eighth inning has given the NATOs a 10-5 lead, 3 outs away from a win here at Gilcone Field. Your score at the end of 8, Brevard 10, Case Western Reserve 5.
You should come to Brevard College in the Wilderness Leadership and Experiential Education program because you will become a leader, a strong, ethical leader. And that can be applied to any field, anywhere you go, whatever you do in your professional career. And it'll be a whole lot of fun as you learn those skills.
Anybody who is interested in leadership skills and outdoor skills should definitely think about Brevard. It's an incredible place and a great place to be a part of.
Cameron Cook enters the game for the Tornadoes. Sophomore right-hander from Mount Holly, North Carolina. Looking to shut the door here on the Spartans after the Tornadoes, with 10 unanswered runs in this game, stormed all the way back. Now batting number 12, Flynn Lenahan. First pitch from Cook against Lenahan off the plate, ball one. Just one correction there, actually 9 unanswered runs. So it was a 5-1 lead. And the Tornadoes with 9 runs. Storming all the way back, and then that last frame, that bases loaded triple by Logan Clark. And Gilcone Field just went bananas as this is hit deep to right field. Allison all the way back to the warning track, able to make the play for out number 1. Now batting number 31, Zach Sorensi. So here's Sorensi, who started the game at third base, now the pitcher. As Tornadoes 2 outs away from a victory in non-conference play this afternoon. Pitch there, just missing. 1-0 the count. One the count to Sorensi. On deck, Nick Tallarico. And the pitch. Off the plate. Cameron Cook. This is his 6th appearance of the season. A very impressive 2.50 ERA. 18 innings pitched. Has allowed 14 hits, just 5 earned runs. 14 strikeouts on the season. The pitch. Called strike, make it strikeout number 15 on the year. And down to their final out, the Spartans. Now batting number 29, Nick Tallarino. So Tallarico will step to the plate. And the pitch from Cook. Nicely framed there by Robinson. Strike one. Brevard with a 10-5 lead. Looking to propel itself into conference play, which starts in 8 days. Series this weekend at Pfeiffer. And the pitch. Off the plate there. And the pitch from Cook. Just missing there as well, 3-1. And the pitch. Called strike, 3-2 the count. And swing and a miss there, and Cook able to get the final out. Tornadoes win. And the Tornadoes win. Your final score from Gilcone Field, Tornadoes 10, Spartans 5. Brevard 10 runs on 12 hits, no errors. Spartans 5 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors. Noah Webb was your winning pitcher, and the Tornadoes take the 10-5 win. Tornadoes return to action, a road trip this weekend at Pfeiffer, and then back here at Gilcone Field, 3-game series to start a conference play March 18th through the 20th versus Maryville. Hope to see you there. Once again, your final score for the final time. Brevard 10, Case Western Reserve 5. Have a very pleasant rest of your Thursday. Go Tornadoes. So the Tornadoes taking the 10-5 victory, 10 runs on 12 hits, no errors. The Spartans 5 runs on 7 hits with 4 errors. Spartans took a 2-0 lead in the top of the first. Tornadoes answered with a run in the bottom of the first, and then a run in the third and 2 more in the fourth by the Spartans gave the Spartans a 5-1 lead in the top of the fourth, and then the Tornadoes with 9 unanswered, and the Tornadoes storming into the lead with a 3-run sixth, and then the big 4-run eighth, all that insurance in the eighth, including a 3-run triple by Logan Clark. And the Tornadoes able to take the win. Noah Webb, the winning pitcher. Webb was one of 4 Tornado pitchers to see action. Aiden Petty started this game. We also saw Ethan Coleman and Cameron Cook, but Noah Webb, 3 innings pitched, no runs allowed. Petty had 5 strikeouts in his collegiate debut. Also, Coleman and Cook with shutout performances as well in the bullpen. The Tornadoes held the Spartans scoreless for the final 5 innings of this ball game. So great work by the Tornadoes, pitching and defense, as well as on the offensive end as well. Offensively, the Tornadoes, big days from Cale Ayler, 3 for 4. Jack Atkinson, 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Logan Clark, we mentioned the triple, 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, 3 RBI. Also base hits by Pridmore. Blake Burchett had a RBI double. Frankie Vasquez with base hit as well, along with Jason Jucker. Well, hope you can catch us for some more Brevard College Tornado Athletics this weekend. It all begins with men's lacrosse on Friday at 1 p.m. Saturday, women's lacrosse at 12 noon at Agnes Lamel Family Field. And then softball in action on Sunday at noon, and men's lacrosse also in action Sunday at 1 p.m. Women's tennis Monday at 4 p.m. at the McCoy Tennis Complex. And the Tornadoes baseball team will hit the road at Pfeiffer this weekend with a game on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. And then back here at Gilcone Field, the start of conference play. That's a big one. That series versus Maryville, March 18th, 19th, and 20th. Well, glad you're able to join us for this edition of Brevard College Baseball. Appreciate you tuning in. And we'll see you at another Brevard College Tornado Athletics event, hopefully sometime real soon. Once again, your final score from here at Gilcone Field for the final time: Brevard 10, Case Western Reserve 5. Go Tornadoes!